Hi, welcome to Interrogation. Comedians tell their own true crime stories, then we get to ask them questions about it after. The audience at this show can even text in their own crimes anonymously, and we read those live on stage. Gotta go. Need the energy up in here. You guys gotta give it up a little bit. Thank you very much. Your next comic coming to stage, so funny. Give it up for Josh Dweh, everybody!
Dude, and let's make some more noise for fucking crime, right? Y'all don't understand how excited I am to do this show, all right? Any other time is considered snitching. But now, we put a fucking text on the board, and oh man, dog. I'm about to tell you guys about a story of the last time I shoplifted, and also the reason for why I don't shoplift any fucking more. It all takes place, I was 12 years old. Okay. Yeah. Entrepreneur. So, I was 12 years old, and I'm from Philadelphia, so this story takes place in Philly, so you guys know we're born criminals. And I'm over here, you know, and I was like a freshman in high school. I always been fucking smart, so I was up a grade. And when I got to high school, I realized high school kids needed silly bands and screen protectors. That's all the fuck they gave a fuck about. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start shoplifting this shit, and then I'm gonna sell it at school, 100% profit. Y'all seen the pandemic? Corporate could afford some losses. And I knew I was getting good at shoplifting because, like, I earned the respect of the neighborhood junkies. Like, seriously, they started embracing me. They was like, hey, young man. I wasn't on their level. Like, these motherfuckers was just stealing refrigerators and air conditioners underneath their armpits. Like, they were, but they fucked with me. So I was, like, stealing. I had a very good business. I almost took out Jeff Bezos, I swear to God. But then I had this one girl. She was beautiful. Lips was always moisturized. And I was... Look. Y'all can't judge. Y'all, it's true crime. Sounds like Chinese. Your lips are always so moisturized. And there might be a market for me. May I ask what you use? She was like, I use Blistex. So my brain went, oh, they love Blistex. So now I was like, you know, between the silly bands and screen protectors, I think my jock strap got more room for product and inventory. Why not add Blistex to the menu? So I went to my friends, and at the time, it was this guy named Jameer and Stefan. And they both were 15 and 16 years old in the 9th grade. Red flag, I know. And not that, I'm 12 at the time. I don't know any better. I'm skipped the grade. They got left back twice. This is a family reunion. How you doing, brother? That's a criminal right there. Shirt tight as fuck. Dude just got back from committing some crimes. That was a smooth. Annie, are you okay? Are you? So look, God honest truth, man. I told Jameer and Stefan, I said, look, yo, I got it. I got the new PS5. This shit gonna change the market. They said, what is it, Josh? I said, I need a plan to shoplift some fucking Blistex. And it's over. Every girl that got moisturized lips in high school is gonna be because of us. Then Jameer started thinking. He was like, well, I know a supermarket in my neighborhood that you could get some Blistex for, and they just leave it right out there. I was like, what? I said, bet. So we put together this Ocean 11's plan. We was gonna steal this goddamn Blistex. We wasn't playing. Now, when Jameer left out, the grocery store he was referring to was in his a white-ass neighborhood. Shoplifting as a black man, let me tell you. You need to go places where you're not the only one, you know? So we walk inside here. I did a little bit of homework beforehand on Google. You know how you do the online shopping and shit, and I figured out what aisle the Blistex was gonna be in. That should have been the first red flag for Giant, because, you know, how the fuck you get your product but you don't check out? They should have known. So I go, and I see it. I see the Blistex. I was like, oh my God. I started, I don't know if you guys remember Mr. Krabs when his eyes would turn to dollar signs. That's all I was thinking about. So I'm like, yo, Jameer and Stefan, just look out. I got this real quick. At this point, I was a pro, and plus my dick wasn't grown, so it wasn't like too much. Just a simple. I didn't have to worry about moving anything to this. So I got the Blistex. I put it in my pants. All right, and it's just like this big ass square rectangle sitting in. So I told them, I was like, yo, y'all walk in front of me, we gonna walk out. They was like, all right, easy. We start walking, and I just feel this fucking big ass hand just grab my shoulder. So I did one of these. I've been through this before. The fuck wrong with you? And then that's when the guy started going, young man, I saw what you did. And that's when I looked at Stefan and Jameer, and I was like, oh, it must have been y'all, because he said, young man, I'm only 12. Y'all got left back twice. I'm pretty sure y'all got kids. And that's when this guy fucking was like, look, I saw you stole the fucking Blistex and shit. And I'm like, bro, let's be honest. In this white-ass grocery store, ain't nobody buying this shit. You might as well let me shoplift it anyway. Dude already called the cops. I had to talk to my mom and shit. My mom was a criminal, so she was cool. Told my mom what was going on. And I didn't know how angry she was until all I heard her repeat, some fucking Blistex. I'm like, Mom, they ain't got shea butter. So the cop taking me home and shit, dude ready to press charges, ready to do the whole fucking 9 and shit, talking my ear off. And I'm just like, look, just tell me what the procedure is. Tell me what parent you telling. If it was my mom, cool. If it was my dad, just kill me now. So because of time, we just gonna speed up to where the cop dropped me off to the house. And he walk in, he meet my mom. It's time to tell her about what the fuck's gonna happen. My mom just so happened to be with my cousin Kid, and they was smoking a blunt at the time. So I'm looking at the cop. I smell the weed smoke the moment we get in the crib. I'm like, might be 2 people in this passenger car tonight. Cop see my mom. Immediately he starts stuttering. I don't know what that meant, but my cousin Kid quickly took me and she went upstairs. And I was like, cousin Kid, how mad is my mom? And she was like, look, she was mad, but based on the way that cop is stuttering, he gonna wanna fuck your mom, so you might get out of this. I said, you sure? He's like, I hope so. We was smoking a blunt here. I know you smell it. I said, I do smell it. I'm kind of high right now. So eventually the cop told my mom, hey, the store want to press charges over the $2.97 worth of Blistex. That's when I knew racism was involved. I had a whole court date for this shit and everything. But the cop promised my mom, he was like, look, I'm going to show up for your son. And my mom was like, I bet you will. So we got this whole court date and all this shit over some fucking Blistex, by the way. I got to keep hammering that point home. $2.97, I could have gave the motherfucker that. Business was killing. And I'll never forget this shit, man. My mom walking up, because we had to walk past my dad's house to get to the courthouse, ironically enough. And she was like, Josh, you're making me feel like I'm losing in the divorce. I said, Mom, I'm not trying to make you feel like that. She says, Josh, then just try harder for me. You ain't got to be out here stealing and shit. Like, worst case scenario, when you turn 16, start selling weed. But come on, shop. So I was like, you're right, Mom. We meet with the judge. The officer showed up with a hard dick. Said a few good words on me and my mom's behalf. He said, Your Honor, good kid. Mom got a fat ass. That's when the judge brought me to the council, and he's like, look here, young man. You got the officer that want to fuck your mom. Your mom clearly believe in you. It was $2.97. I could let you go, only if you promise me that you won't steal again. I said, Your Honor, before we come to this agreement, just look at this financial report. Are we talking about stealing everything or just Blistex? He's like, everything, motherfucker. And I said, all right. That's when I stepped back. I look at my mom. I look at the officer. I look at the judge. And I was like, you know what? We had a good run, but it doesn't hurt to turn a new leaf, you know? So I never shoplifted again. But I do riot and loot sometimes. All right, that's the line. Thank you.
Yo, keep it going for Josh, everybody! Hell yeah. Grab a seat for me if you could.
That's right.
Grab a seat and a stool if you could.
Two guys named Josh, neither of us white. This isn't an anomaly. Okay.
This is kind of odd. Yo, I love the sage advice from your mom. She's like, just wait until you're 18 and start selling weed like a smart guy, like a good businessman.
My mom was a gangster, I swear to God.
What a fat ass.
With a fat ass, yeah, we heard. Two big things about her. I just like the polar opposites of like, my mom's like, you're going to hell. You know, it's just a lot different in my house, that's all.
Nah, I respect that, dog. Good for you.
Just look like the face of white privilege. Yeah, it's great to be white.
You got all the silly bands on your wrist.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So wait a minute, did you ever actually not steal anything again, or did you steal more shit?
I never stole anything again. To this day. I want to steal, but...
Oh yeah, you can clap for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I stole shit today. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I steal stuff every time I go to Whole Foods or the airport. Like, it's okay. They have self-serve kiosks. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to take some hummus. That's what I'm going to hear. That's what I'm going to do here. Any questions for Josh? Any questions? What's up?
Wow.
What type of underwear were you wearing?
Ooh.
Oh, excellent question. And also, are you looking for brand or are you looking for cut? Are we talking like boxer briefs? And is this for imagination right now or for your vibrator later? Like, is that...
Well...
what we're going for?
I'm very embarrassed to admit this, but they were tighty whities, but still pretty loose on me.
Yeah, every kid, I feel like most kids wore tighty whities, though. Like, it's not until you're like an adult and you're 15 you make your own underwear decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get your first generational trauma, and then you go out of tighty whities. You know?
It's a learned behavior.
Unfortunately, my dick didn't start growing to the pandemic, so it's like...
Oh, really? So it's new. All right, so if anybody wants some fresh cock,
4 years ago.
we got the guy for you right here. All right, what do we got in the back?
Okay, I want to say, I think you had such a great presence with comedy.
What is this, America's Got Talent? What the fuck?
You're going to
Let's go! Best part about this, my job ain't going to appreciate it.
The judges are back here.
Wait, it's that?
The judges are back here.
The judges are back there. All right, well, does the judge have a question, or are you just going to ramble on like a fucking...
Okay. Thank you so much.
You didn't even have the question? You just looked over at him and he's like, what was your question?
Corey, please don't be a hater.
Never mind. I
What?
forgot the question. Keep with comedy.
You forgot the question?
Thank you.
Boo this lady.
Boo!
Yeah, that lady was awesome.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah, stick with comedy, man.
Any more questions? All right, in the back over here.
Did your dad ever find out?
Oh, no, my dad haven't found out about any crime I committed.
What? How?
He doesn't know him.
African man, and I got the fear of God from him.
Fair.
Oh yeah, dog.
Wait, but your mom, so your mom was always the one that you like confided in, right? You were just like, the person you could talk to about it, or no, you just got caught?
I guess it was a little bit of both. Like, my mom's the type of person, like, you could tell her a crime and she'd be like, and then what? You know?
She was interested. She'd be like, how come you didn't ask me to come?
She's like, as long as you don't bring this shit to me, because we gotta eat.
Dad's ass, not as fat. Okay,
There it is. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, who's going to help me get out of trouble, really?
holy shit, that is a tight shirt, man.
That shirt is tight. Can you just stand up, brother?
Just stand up. Everybody needs to
please
stand
stand
up. Hey, clap for
It wasn't a Henley when he bought it. That shit ripped, bro. like Hulk Hogan. All right, we got one more question back here. I think we saw one more hand. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, you put it back down. All right, cool.
Go on.
Oh, wait, okay, so you do you have it? All right, what's up?
As part of your Ocean Lessons plan, why didn't you just purchase something to cover up the crime?
Come on now.
Because we didn't have a black woman on our team.
Hell yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
That's why I'm always looking for one, to be honest. so I could be scheming.
And Corey's canceled.
Shit. All right, let's get to a couple texts real quick. We got 2 from this one because they think they're a baddie. When I was 18 and a little drunk shithead, I went to a big pool party at this apartment complex where there was some fucking reason a lot of women left their purses inside the lobby. And I thought it would be a great idea to grab a bunch of purses, run to the car, and empty them of cash. Just cash, nothing else. Like, they had to put that in there to let you be like,
What were you
I wasn't stealing no makeup or nothing. I just think that's funny that they put that in there as like, see, it's not that bad. Like, that's what
They
I
weren't
think
going to
is
miss the
good.
cash, you know?
Yeah. The 2 reasons I don't feel bad about this is because A, I put them back, and B, never got caught. What the fuck? Like, that's why you feel good about this?
Wait, did they take it out, then they put the purses back, and then they're like, oh, I feel bad, then they went back to the car, or like...
So they're saying that they just took people's money and put their purses back, so that makes them Mother Teresa. Like, what?
How much cash? You know what I mean? How much cash do you think?
How much cash can you
Just shout it out.
cumulatively?
We'll close our eyes.
Anybody a number? 500. Now this just turns into an auction.
You should feel bad about 500, for sure. For sure. He almost got arrested over 397,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
All right, from the same person, I used to sell weed too, and I would go to frat parties and sell half grams to the frat bros.
Hell yeah.
I would eyeball half a gram, sell it for 15, and they were always too drunk to argue about it. All right, so now you're actually just like a savvy business person.
Eyeball half a gram? That's interesting.
Yeah, half a gram, it's just dust, really. It's just like one nugget. Like, this seems good.
That shit had to be oregano.
Just selling fake weed to minors, man.
Join my payroll.
All right, we got time for one more. My prom date ditched me, so I keyed a large penis into his car.
Good. That's a good reaction. I love that.
I got frequent calls from the detective, but never got convicted. I love that there was a detective on the case.
We gotta get the penis bandit.
Yeah. Like, you're like, sir, I'm gonna have to know if this is yours, or do we have a frame of reference for any of this? It seems pretty large, so we can rule Napoleon out of this scenario, and Josh. I've been tell recently. I've never keyed somebody's car. I never had the balls to key somebody's car. That seems like it would just be so freaking mean. No matter how mad I ever got at anybody, I just don't think I would ever want to do it.
I didn't even know about it until Carrie Underwood. You know what I mean? And then
That it was a thing that existed?
I was like, I gotta be nicer to my girlfriends. Damn.
That's fair. Gentlemen, everybody paying attention? Okay.
Anybody can get their car keyed with a giant penis at any moment. All right.
What a terrible thing to walk out to. That's crazy. Well, I'm on my way to work. Ah, shit.
Sheila.
All right, guys, one more round of applause for Josh Dweh, everybody. Clap it up for Josh.